Why are we gone? There we are.
Oh my God.
There we are.
Oh my God, the drama. That's a dramatic entrance, isn't it?
I thought I'd make it a bit dramatic.
Oh, class. Welcome to the brand new New Music Mondays.
New Music
logo.
Mondays.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, it's up in the left-hand corner.
Like
the right-hand corner. Where is it?
No, it might be hidden by my "We're Live" thing. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
There it is.
I'd probably have to go. I probably have to go bigger. I can't see it under the live for 1 minute and 4 seconds. Have we wasted 1 minute and 4 seconds of babbling nonsense already?
No, we can't have it ready.
That's what it says on the. That's what it says on the clock.
No. Good evening, Martin. How are you today? I see you're not in your usual location.
No, I'm in another location. I'm visiting Worcester in Worcestershire, in
The land of Worcester sauce.
in the UK. Yes, indeed, in the West Midlands, where the weather is absolutely glorious, unlike what it's like where I've just left.
London is like raining non-stop, isn't it?
London's been flooding. Stand and Calling Festival, which is very close to where I live. It's only about 15 minutes drive away. It was abandoned yesterday afternoon because of extreme flooding and risk of death from lightning. So artists like Primal Scream and Sophie Ellis-Bextor and Della Soul didn't get to perform because they had to cancel the evening yesterday. So
It's
big shame for that. I mean,
horrific.
when you think of all the things that everyone's gone through in the last 16, 18 months and cancellations and holding on, and Stand and Calling must have been having everything crossed when everything was getting delayed, and managed to have scheduled their festival for a week after we went out of the final lockdown, and then to have to abandon the final day of the festival because of the weather is just... Wow, life knows how to kick you in the nuts, doesn't it?
Wow.
But I think, but also credit to everybody there. They got everyone out safely, and up until that point, I think they put on a fantastic festival. Everyone looked very, very happy to be there.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, I've avoided all of that by coming to Worcester, where it's beautiful.
Oh, it's a beautiful day. Well, it's a cold and fresh day in Johannesburg. Let's put it that way.
It's winter though, isn't it? So
yeah. Look, we've had some cold weather, but it's slowly starting to get a bit warmer now. This week, apparently. I mean, we apparently recorded our coldest mornings in living history.
Really?
In Johannesburg, it was -5.
In living history. That's
in recorded. You know, since apparently, I don't know, something. You know how they go, in recorded history, that was the lowest temperature ever recorded by these things that we use to record temperatures.
Since the first time that someone woke up and went, bloody hell,
cold.
it's cold today, I'm going to tell someone about it.
Yeah, something like that. So, yes,
it's so cold, I wrote it down.
I want to know how they decided that Fahrenheit and sense and all of that is the correct form.
I don't know.
What makes -2? But anyway. So yes, so but we have to talk about music, aren't we? Not about the weather.
No, I mean that's a very British thing to do, admittedly.
Yes. Although we've come back down to lockdown level 3.
Oh, good.
So we can start having small, intimate events. But how's this for a cracker?
That sounds
how's
quite
this
sexy,
for a South
Julian.
African? How's this for a South African
small
government?
intimate event sounds quite sexy.
Yeah.
Anyway, no,
but how's this for a government? So we only allowed 50 people in the venue, right?
Yeah.
If there are 51 people in the venue,
yeah,
they will arrest everybody, including the patrons and the staff and the management in the venue, and lock them up.
Okay.
If you go one person over. So generally speaking, it's been that the responsibility is on the owner of the venue.
Yeah.
Now, if there's more than 50 people, the responsibility is on everybody in the venue, including the patrons. Which I don't see is how that is lawfully legal.
I don't know. How do you even account? Who's counting for a start? How do you?
So they'll come in and they'll lock the place up and they'll count everybody in.
Okay.
And then if they're over 50, they will lock everybody up.
Crikey. There's a guy who's going. I was just here to deliver a pizza. I'm on.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. This country is becoming pathetic. It's the only word I have to say for this government. They've just lost the plot. There's just some way that so the police can bribe more people and actually get more money out of it just because they want to. They don't really give a damn.
No.
Let's be honest.
Nobody.
But anyway. Good evening, Anthony, all the way in Mallorca.
Yeah, hi, Anthony. And Edward. Good evening, Edward.
Good evening to everybody else around the world and in South Africa. As you can notice, we have a new logo.
Yeah.
which we are currently. You can have a look at it on the poster bigger. Yeah, there you go, Martin. Can you see it on the poster?
I can see it on the poster, yeah. Because I like the fact that I think I said to you when you showed it to me, it looks, you can't see me now, but it looks like that.
Yes.
It's like a fist bump.
It's like a fist pump.
I like it.
Because every Monday we give you a fist pump.
A fist bump. That's a new tagline, is it? A fist bump of new music.
A fist bump of new music.
Monday.
I like that. Hey,
Sort of works.
sort of works. Fist pump of new music every Monday. So
Is this what they call a soft launch of the?
It's a soft launch. Next week we're coming back.
The rebrand, full launch. Well, we've got a fantastic artist to help us ease us into.
Yeah, and I'm very excited
out of July and into our future.
Yeah. So very, very excited. We're also going to be having live performances from the studio. We're going to be having our new Music Mondays top 6 of the week.
Yeah.
Of videos that we've had on, or videos that we are seeing and bubbling under, and what is cracking new that we're going to be obviously having a look at as well. So we're very excited to launch our brand new show next week, which I'm looking forward to. I still miss what the F. We need to try and still do that. I really do.
We just need a date.
I know.
You told us we had a slot on your local radio station. What happened to that?
They're waiting for us.
Oh, okay. All right, fine.
They're waiting for us.
That does make sense. Yeah, we'll play your show. You haven't made one.
No, but they've even asked us for this show, and I'm like, I just haven't had time. It's things are slowing down a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, as lockdown has been hectic, I mean, quiet for a lot of people. It's been hectic for us because obviously everybody's now trying to shoot in the time period that they can.
Yeah. Now we're creating. I'm gonna use this abhorrent phrase, but we're creating a new normal now, right? This is like we move forward from here.
It is a new normal now.
We can now put the past behind us and go.
Absolutely,
all right,
absolutely.
How does our future look, fellas? What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do? Did you send me a video for today, by the way? Yes, you did.
I didn't say yes. No. What do you mean?
Video for tonight.
I sent you a list a minute ago. I've got an actual person for you tonight.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no.
You send me a video link.
Yeah, no, because she's going to do it for you live.
Oh, that's why I'm looking for the video link in my find it.
No, tonight we've got live, dangerous.
This is live.
This
is as live as it gets. Should we get a live guest on?
I think we should, because we've babbled long enough, and she's listening.
Let's do it. Let's get a live guest
on. Any minute
now,
she'll.
See, I stopped you babbling there, Martin.
I know, because Daisy, we're going, any minute now she's going to leave, because you go, oh God, it's that kind of show.
Not at all.
Good evening, Daisy.
Very good evening. Oh, we should all have stood up. Hi, Daisy.
Oh no, I just prefer it. I mean, it's better than.
Yeah, that's
true. And I have to adjust. I have to adjust myself quite often, because I'm either looming like a huge moon in at the camera over Julian. Or it's always awkward. Sometimes I'm way down here or way up here. It's always very awkward, but there we go. Very good to see you. How are you?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm good. It's actually very warm now here in London again. It's been rainy, but it's still warm. Feels
Did
tropical.
you manage to avoid the actual extreme flooding?
Yeah, I mean, the end of my street, it's got a massive big puddle, but I'm in the right bit of the street, obviously, because I'm on the uphill bit, maybe. So I've been fine, but I know there's a lot of people who haven't, so I'm feeling for them today.
So running downhill from where you are. Welcome to New Music Mondays. You're not new to DiscovrTV. We've had you on DiscovrTV before. You did a Camden session for us from the near and far bar in what seems like a lifetime ago.
I know,
does.
Right?
Before pre-COVID. I don't even remember what pre-COVID is anymore.
PC is the new thing, right? Pre-COVID.
Yeah,
that's true. You got
you got
AD. What are we? AD, BC, AD, and PC.
PC.
Hey, I didn't think of that. That's brilliant. I'm going to use that from now on. Thinking I'll steal that.
If we've done wait a minute, BC, AD, AC. The next one's got to be DC then, surely.
Well, that works for me. Those are my initials.
ACDC?
There you go.
That's absolutely perfect.
So welcome to PC. No, that was pre-COVID. Now we are post-COVID.
Well, post-COVID is also PC. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We're just in it. We're in it to live it, with a mask or without a mask, depending on how you feel, or unless you're anti-vaxxer or vaxxer, who knows? It's all just becoming very
Daisy,
PC.
This is Julian. No, it's not.
Hello,
Sorry,
Julian.
this is Julian. This is Daisy.
Yeah, it's confusing, isn't it, on here?
Hello. Yeah, sorry, on the wrong side. Hello, world. You're one of these people who's you're very used to this whole thing. How you must have done? I mean, do you know even how many live streams and things you've done over the course
I
of
lost count.
the last year?
I did count a little bit at the end of, around Christmas time. I was just curious, and I think I had done maybe about 150 at that point, and I've continued doing even more. So I don't know, maybe 200 at this point. I don't know.
Wow.
You've definitely got the setup all done there.
Well, this is actually a new
everything.
setup. I used to be.
Okay.
My living room's completely. When you're in the same space for however long, you just kind of get a bit bored of it, and so I've just like done a flip of my living room, and it's still a little bit in turmoil. But I've got this new keyboard which is beneath my hands. You can't see it, but then all my instruments are back here, which makes it easy for streaming. So.
Yeah, that's cool.
I can just
turn around normally you could see you sitting at the piano on previous.
Yeah, well, I've got an
streams
upright
that I've
piano.
seen.
That's right. Yeah, I've got an upright piano too, which I'm going to try and... I was going to put it here, but it didn't really work out physically, so I need to figure it out. But yeah, it's... I've been doing it for a while, and I was just sort of getting a little bit bored of the same setup, so I just decided to make my life more difficult. So
You started these streams early on in this sort of... lockdown process basically, but not just like just me. You were doing a sort of similar thing to we're doing. You had global connections and guests and alternating stuff.
yeah, absolutely.
How did that? I mean, I kind of know a little bit about how that came about, but just explain a little bit about what was behind all that.
Well, there were a few different things that I was doing. One of the things was I co-run the Heard Collective, which is an all-female collective of folk musicians, and we promote and support one another and sing together. Well, when we can be in the same room, but we discovered very early on that we could not sing together via Zoom or anything like that.
Latency is a killer, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly. So we sort of worked our way around it by kind of sharing out songs, like everybody took a verse, and we sort of slowed down just at the right moment so that it seemed like we were in the same vague timing. But yeah, so the Heard Collective were doing weekly streams at first, and then we kind of staggered them and made them 2 weeks, and then we were like, this is a bit too much to do right now, so we paused them for now. But that was one of the things with different guests, so we use StreamYard for that, because it's brilliant for having different guests.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then also I did something called Global Music Match, which is maybe what you're thinking about with the global connections, because there was in fact, it's on the second one now that they've started recently, but the first one, I was part of the pilot series, and there were 96 different artists around the world and from 14 different countries, and we were paired, well, not paired, we were in groups of 6, and then we were interviewing and collaborating with each other, and it was an amazing thing to do, an amazing way of connecting with people around the world, and especially since...
Brilliant.
We can't really do it live anymore.
Yeah.
We weren't able to do it live anymore, so it was a way of sort of touring virtually, I suppose. It was brilliant. It's a really good initiative.
We've said about this show kind of was initiated because of this being locked down thing, and yet as you kind of said with the Heard Collective and the global project, that it's actually connected us in some ways more, that we've become a bit more connected, a bit more global, and created a way of speaking to each other and sharing stuff with each other that we might never have done otherwise. So it's nice to see some of the positives as well.
Yeah.
Thank
you. I'm noticing a few people in the comments. Edward is a fan of the Heard Collective's streams. So thank you very much. Oh, there you go. You shared the link as well, which is very nice. Thank you.
So check out the Heard Collective, Facebook.com.
It is fantastic. And talking of taglines earlier on, the Heard Collective has one of the greatest tagline end kind of "see you later, guys" thing at the end. Do you want to share it?
I'm curious what you think it is, because we've had a few different ones. But what do you?
Well, the one that I loved was "You've been listening, we've been heard."
Yeah,
Just awesome.
That can get
It does work. Oh, look! Wow, this is so slick. Your operation. It's much slicker than we ever were.
You're getting a good night, Daisy. You should see it some of the other weeks.
Sure. This is a good night. Must be the new logo, Martin. Must be the new logo.
Is this the new us? This is how it's going to be. The other thing that I also liked about the Herd Collective sessions was I think I may have got, maybe it was the only one I picked up on, but it was like, I'm sure you had a drink of the week or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, no, we did drink reviews. Yeah, absolutely. So in
Can we
between
start
songs,
those, Martin?
I know, it was songs and drink reviews as well. It was, what
I'm
are
going to
you
get us a
drinking this
tequila
week?
sponsor. I'm going to get us a tequila sponsor. Every week we have to have a
Yeah.
bottle of tequila on air.
I love that. Yeah, well, we wanted to try it. We were secretly trying to get a sponsor, but we didn't really have any clue about how to do it. We just figured if we kept drinking, maybe somebody would offer us something. I don't think it works quite like that, but
No, it does. A friend of mine did exactly that, and he got his show sponsored.
oh, there you go.
So
Well,
he's
maybe
got
we
a
should've kept
podcast
going.
literally where they drink whiskey, and then about 6 weeks later, a whiskey brand picked up the show. They dropped him as the host, but they picked up the show for television. No, but he sold them the concept anyway.
Brutal.
So,
Oh,
that's
okay.
good.
Oh,
At
that's
least you got
okay.
something out of it.
no, but he basically sold them the concept. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and now it's like a major
Couldn't say.
TV show on BET television.
Oh, wow.
That was almost
Cool.
an awful end to that story, but I'm glad it
No, it was a good end.
salvaged
Well, he
in the end.
directed the show, so definitely
Oh,
there.
okay, great.
Brilliant stuff. But yeah, look, those were great, and I say I know.
We
that
keep
was-
trying to get Heineken. We try and come Heineken.
Come on,
sponsor us.
Heineken.
Come on, Heineken.
We've done this.
Nice. Well, I'm actually
but yeah,
on,
so it was- it
you're
was-
0% Heineken. I'm a 0% Gordon's gin and
Ah.
tonic, which tastes just like the same. I don't
Same
know if
as
you
these?
tried it. It's literally the same.
No,
Like,
0%. No, mine
Without the
sadly.
guilt.
I don't want to say sadly. This is not 0%.
no.
That's 60%.
This is actual.
That's just pure
I don't-
ethanol, isn't it?
I don't
We just
know.
wait for Martin to leave
Well,
the show. Hey, that's been a great show.
It may have been made to my family's recipe. Does include quite a lot of gin.
Nice.
Wait till you finish playing. Martin will be singing along. You'll forget the mute button again.
Oh, I know, always the case. So, I mean, are you now at a stage where you're able to start thinking beyond live streams and into actual live performances? Where are you at?
Yeah, I've been doing some already. As soon as the restrictions lifted for the online, it's not online. Oh my gosh, I can't even think what the names for things are anymore.
Gigs.
Gigs, that's the word.
Those things.
What is
Those
that?
things
I've
with
almost
people.
forgotten it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. As soon as the restrictions lifted for the indoor audiences, I did on the second day, on the Tuesday, I did a gig at the Sound Lounge, which was fantastic. They have two venues actually, the Sound Lounge, but the new one in Sutton. And I was supporting Chris Difford of Squeeze, and that was
cool.
a fantastic night because he's amazing and so funny.
Yeah.
And it was a nice full audience that were just music loving, just couldn't, it was quieter than my flat, when I have the cars
Amazing.
racing behind me. It was actually quieter than that because everybody was just wanting live music again, and people were obviously there because they love music. So such a wonderful
I've
evening.
heard some great
So-
stories. I think it was Chris Difford. It was
Yeah.
one of the guys from Squeeze anyway. I think it was Chris. He kind of does crazy things at gigs. I'm sure there's some story about him leading the audience out into the street on a sort of a conga line at the end of a gig or
I can
something,
well
and
imagine he's got
him at the
such a good
front,
sense of humour.
a sort of a
Yeah.
Pied Piper affair, leading people out in the street. I'm sure that was Chris.
I can
Difford.
totally imagine that. Yeah.
But yeah, fantastic.
he had some good
Fantastic songwriter,
Yeah.
fantastic performer as well.
Absolutely.
But
yeah, so I've done those and
beyond, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well, I've done those, but a few other ones as well. I've been doing some gigs on a boat, which has been really fun, and that's kind of been able to be done during the lockdowns because outdoor gigs have sort of mostly been okay, as long as everything can be kind of socially distanced and everything else. And so I've been doing those on boats, and I've been touring around Surrey and the Thames River, and I'm doing some more of that this summer. So it's been quite fun, and a bit different. And just loads of other little bits and bobs here and there. Starting to open up. I'm doing gigs in Canary Wharf and a beautiful stage there that has been set up in the pavilion, like in the kind of Canary Wharf kind of square gardens, that kind of area. And so it's been it's been good, apart from when things get rained off, of course.
Of course, yeah.
But it's been good getting back into it. But I'm doing a tour. I'm doing like a little mini tour in the autumn, and then doing a proper tour next year, and gonna be going around further afield and up to Scotland as well, up home.
Back
So
home.
that'll be fun. Yeah. So lots planned. Yeah, and hopefully abroad again when that can sort of happen safely.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, release, is this all part of now that you're starting to get some new music out? Because I know there was a track out a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
That's right. Well, I had a track out like a month or so ago, and then I've had another one out just literally 2 days ago. So
That's right. Yeah.
So yeah, I've got new music coming out. One of the things I did during the lockdown was do a crowdfund campaign to get some budget to be able to record and release some more music. So this is actually part of an EP that I'm putting out in the autumn to go with those concerts as well, and it's a little concept EP of 6 songs following a kind of beginning, middle, and end of a relationship. So they're quite kind of intimate and quite quite personal, I suppose, and a little bit, just sort of something a little bit different for me, because I guess my London on Fire and other kind of bigger band productions, but this is a bit more just acoustic, stripped back guitar, vocals, some cello, some violin maybe, and so this is the Songs of Solace EP, and so the first song is Secondhand Heart, which I've just released a couple of days ago. So.
Fantastic. And I think you're going to even play it for us live.
Yeah, I will. Well, whenever you would like. Would you want me to do that now? Or?
Yeah, let's do it.
While talking about it? Yeah, okay.
Let's do it. If you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready. Yeah, let me get my guitar.
Yay.
So, I'm going to move this here so I have a bit of space to... There we go. You can still see me okay, right?
There we go.
Aston microphone.
Aston, yes. We love an Aston. I know you're a sound guy, so you know your mics.
Yeah, and they're from, as I've said various times on this show as well, they're, again, trying to get sponsorship. Not really, but yes.
Yeah.
They're a local company. They're from Hitchin, which is just a few miles
really?
away from where I'm based in Hertfordshire, yeah.
Can I just put a big shout out to Shure Microphones?
For Shure Microphones, yeah. He's going to
sponsor us in South Africa.
Look at that.
As you can see, we are proudly sponsored by Shure South Africa and Wild and Mar and Icons that provide us with all our sound.
Thank you to all those guys.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Well, I mean, Aston, actually, I have to say, this is we do have a bit of a deal with Aston, so this is semi-sponsored, this particular setup, because my boyfriend happens to work as a sound engineer at Abbey Road Studios, which gets him nice.
My boyfriend
nice
happens to work at Abbey Road
happens,
Studios. Just happens. I mean, hello.
That's like that Harry Payne story. He said, "Oh yeah, I met my girlfriend whilst we were playing at the Royal Albert Hall."
Yeah, it's like...
yeah, as you do, exactly. It's a pretty good origin story. Well, it's like how Carrie Ann and I met. I don't know if you know this, Martin.
No, I don't actually. No.
Oh right. Well, we met singing backing vocals for Radiohead. So.
Ah.
There you go. Pretty nice origin story.
Oh, I knew you'd been on that. I didn't know you'd met Carrie Ann. That was on the Moonshaped Pool, right?
That's right. Yeah. So that's how we actually met. Sorry, Carrie Ann is the co-founder with me of the Herd Collective. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just to give some context.
And by the way, we were just singing backing vocals on Radiohead's album. I mean, hello.
As you do. Yeah.
As you do every Sunday afternoon.
Hasn't everyone done that?
Right.
Sure, hello. You'll find me next on the next Depeche Mode album doing backing vocals. I wish.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it was one of those pinch yourself days, that's for sure. It was, pretty special.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to let you take this away, Daisy. We're going to put you full screen.
Oh, wow.
And then we're going to come chat to you back afterwards.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
It's all yours. Daisy Shoot on New Music Mondays. Here we go.
Thank you. Hello. Okay, so welcome to my living room. Hello, folks. Nice to see people here. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Edward. Hello, Dad, as well. You BC or 80. Well, I'm going to sing Secondhand Heart, which is the song I just released a couple of days ago. And just to give a little context, it's all about... This is the beginning of that Songs of Solace EP, the beginning of the relationship. Although it's not kind of completely love and, romance. It's a bit of a kind of dark undertone, because whilst you're entering this new relationship and you're wanting this connection, you're also very much aware that it could all fall apart like it has in the past. So Secondhand Heart, I've been around the block before. I've had a love and a loss before, so that's kind of what the idea behind this one is. So here we go. Hold me tight, don't let me go, don't lose your grip on me, and ignite my fantasy. Please, please give in to me. Leave your mind, leave all behind, come close and drown with me, till the words that once were true fade in obscurity. We've met before and loved before and lost before today. Right from the start, my second-hand heart tears us apart. My second-hand heart. Come closer here, I see you now, and you can see through me. You appear through all the cracks and fall so easily, suffocated by the past, a seed that never grew. My first will haunt me till my last and overshadow you. I've longed before and loved before and left before today. Right from the start, my second-hand heart tore us apart. My second-hand heart, though it fit like a glove, this second-hand love, it tears us apart. It's second-hand, second-hand, fit like a glove, this second-hand love, it tears us apart. It's second-hand, second-hand, fit like a glove, this second-hand love, it tears us apart. My second-hand heart. Hold me tight, don't let me go, don't lose your grip on me, and ignite my fantasy. Please, please give in to me. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Standing ovation.
Thank you.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
oh yeah, so it should be, absolutely.
Thank you very much. Thank
I mean,
you.
yeah, well, I mean, that
Beautiful.
just
Absolutely
feels, yeah,
beautiful.
feels
Oh,
like what an
thank you.
absolute pleasure to have that experience. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Indeed.
My pleasure.
Absolutely.
I can see
think-
the Radiohead thing.
Yeah, exactly. Why would they
definitely
get?
get
it.
Why would they ask Daisy to be on this? Oh no!
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I get it. No doubt about it. Fits beautifully. I could just see yours and Tom's voice just floating effortlessly through space.
See, now you can
wow,
go
thank
back
you.
and listen. Everyone can go back and listen to A Moonshaped Pool by Radiohead and go. Now
you
I
listen
get
close.
it, Daisy.
And there's a few moments where some people are like, "Oh, I could hear your voice." I'm like, "Well, obviously it wasn't blending very well then. Oops."
Good point.
Absolutely stunning, Daisy. What a beautiful song.
Beautiful.
Just
Thank you.
cold shivers. There's a young lady, and I'm going to post in the private chat for you to check out from South Africa. We actually had a show with her on Sunday called Shotgun Tory.
Oh, okay.
Very similar kind of vibe, but I think you'll get it. You'll understand why
Yeah.
I'm sending it to you. And
Okay,
you know,
cool.
sometimes you hear something and you hear somebody and you go like,
Oh.
put those two together, and they kind of like make sense.
Amazing. Well,
yeah, I'll
maybe a
send
Heard
you the-
collective collaboration. You never know.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. He's also got a stunning voice. But
Extend.
very similar kind of tones and vibes and feels as well. And I just because she was live on Sunday on DiscovrTV
cool.
at one of our gigs, and I was sitting there listening to it, my eyes closed, and I was doing exactly the same thing now, and I'm like going, it's like deja vu.
Amazing.
Yeah, definitely check that out. So absolutely beautiful. And please, everybody, go and check it out. I think that we did get a post from Edward who said you can go and check it out on your
Yeah.
Bandcamp page. Go
good.
daisyshootofficial.bandcamp.com/track/secondhand dash heart.
Big thank you
Thank you,
to
Edward.
Edward
Thank
for
you for
that
that.
Thank
because
you, Edward.
it saved me a lot of my normal admin time.
Hey.
So thanks for that, Edward. I appreciate
But
it.
absolutely great song. Beautiful. Haunting vocals, beautiful playing.
you.
Everything about it. Can't think.
Thank
I cannot think. Yeah, Anthony Shotgun was great. Yeah, he gets it as well. So go and check that out.
Definitely
Absolutely
Definitely,
beautiful.
thank
I
you.
love it. I mean, I want to hear more now.
Oh,
Can you play another song for us?
Good. There's more
well,
to
I
go.
would, but I think you haven't got enough time, right?
Oh, we got all the time in the world.
Oh, that's fine in a minute.
Well, I
We
would
make
do
up our
another
own
song.
time.
You have to do some videos, don't you?
Yeah, we
I
can
can
do
come
those
back
after.
Yeah, but
later
we
if you
can-
want to do a little.
We can fit
video
anything in.
time.
We can fit in another song from you. I want to hear
Really?
another song, and I think everybody else wants to hear another song as well.
Wow. Okay.
We're all kind of blown away. So we're like sitting here like mesmerized and like, yeah, we can listen. Who needs to play music videos when you've got Daisy Shoot Live?
When you've got
Hello.
live, yeah, that's the point.
Yes,
Exactly.
we can play music videos every week. We don't get to have you on here every week.
You must appreciate that even to play the music videos, the reason we do those is as an excuse to talk to the artists. That's so we can have a chat, and if we can get
Fair
them on
enough.
playing live. That's good as well. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true. Well, yeah, I
we
can
just
definitely
want
do another
we want
song.
people to hear you. That's why we do this show, so we can
Yeah.
talk
Thank
about
you.
you as the artists who are making the great music. We just love it. So
I mean, I
Thank you.
suppose my question to
Appreciate
you
it.
would be, hearing those influences, everything, how did this all start for you? I mean, what were your influences getting going as a musician? How did this all happen for you?
Ooh, interesting. Well, I suppose I started pretty young doing music, and my first ever paycheck for doing music was when I was 9 years old. So I started very early on, and that was actually in a musical. I was Cosette in the Les Miserables in Cameron Mackintosh UK tour. When they came up to Edinburgh, where I'm from, they needed a local kids to play the parts, and so that was my first kind of professional job. But I'd been singing at school, and I continued to do that and studied at music schools, actually in Edinburgh, but then also in Hertfordshire, so not too far from you, Martin. Now, but yeah,
Edinburgh and Hertfordshire is basically where I've lived mine
Right, there you go. So
entire
we-
life. So
we have the
so
same story.
I've either been in one or the other. Yeah.
Exactly. So I went to music schools, and actually I was sort of doing some jazz music as well when I was younger. So I was in the Edinburgh Jazz and Blues Festival and the Fringe Festivals when I was a teenager, and then recorded a jazz album, which then led to a whole other phase in my life where I ended up singing in a classical crossover band called All Angels, and we were signed up to Universal Decca Records and did 3 albums with them. So from the ages of 15 to 20, I recorded and released 4 albums and did
brilliant.
lots of touring. I was very busy and studying at the same time. And but then now I've taken a lot longer to do my next album, which is my original folk music. But that is coming out next year. That's the plan anyway. So
Yeah.
so it's been a little bit longer to getting that together, but that's just because
Yeah.
I've done other things in the meantime.
I was
and
going to
sort
say
of
that
trying to
makes
figure
it
out my
sound like you've been quiet, which is not true. It's like, oh, what
Not
did you
at
do
all.
in between tapes? Actually, quite a lot.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So, I mean, after university and after All Angels stopped being active, I was beginning to do my own music writing and also performing. So I had another band I was in for a while called 3 and Me, and we did a few releases. But I was also doing session work. So this is why I was doing things like Radiohead albums and film scores and this kind of thing. So I still do that as well. So I have a bit of a kind of, I'm a kind of typical musician who has to do or wants to do as well lots of different things. So I'm doing my own projects, but I'm also singing and playing instruments and orchestrating other people's projects too. So which makes it really interesting and different for me. So yeah, I'm also writing my own musical at the moment as well with a couple other writers, and so as you do.
I'm just doing this, doing that.
Well, this is just the potted history I'm giving you here. This is the headlines.
This is all since the age of 9. I'm only 19.
I wish I was that young still. No, I'm very happy with kind of the various things I've done over the years. It's kind of taken a long time to figure out my own sound though, and now that I'm kind of in that folky world that I've sort of wanted to be in for a long time, I feel much more at home than I ever have in terms of genre anyway. So yeah, but I still love my jazz and classical music. But yeah, I think folk music is my home. So yeah, I don't know how else to. I mean, I feel like I went on a diversion. I don't know what the question was anymore.
No, you've answered it. You've answered it perfectly, absolutely perfectly, and more, to say the least.
Okay.
So I mean, I suppose before we do get you to play another song, I mean, you spoke about new album coming out next year. What are the plans around the album? I mean, more singles obviously leading up to the album. Are you following that kind of new trend that people are like releasing all the songs off the album before the album and then release the album? It seems to be a trend happening at the moment.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sort of doing, I suppose the single thing is kind of helpful because it gives a little bit of attention to each song on the album, which otherwise might sort of be neglected, be lost. So yeah, I suppose, and it kind of gives you something regular to release, because I think algorithms always want us to be regular, right? Hence why you do weekly shows. The more regular you can be, the better, really. So it seems to be that's the new trend. But yeah, I mean, so the plans are I'm going to release this EP in the autumn. I've got one more single to release before that EP, and then I'm releasing a couple of singles and then the album next year. So it's sort of just going to be releasing a lot more music over the next year, really, and doing a lot more gigs as soon as I can. I've got a new agent who's booking me lots of great festivals and other touring around the UK. So that's all exciting as well. So yeah, it's definitely starting to kick off a bit more somehow, despite lockdowns and everything. So it's but I've got some plans which are starting to take shape, which I'm excited about. So
well, we're excited. We look forward to following what's happening and staying in touch, as they say, and following all your different little projects that you've got going, like the Herd Collective, etc., when they come back online and all of that. So yeah, very exciting stuff. What are you going to play for us?
Well, I mean, I'll maybe do my last single, seeing as that we were talking about it briefly.
Cool.
If you're happy with that, or do you have a request?
No, I won't listen to anything.
Is this music is there?
Yeah,
that's brilliant, because I was going to ask you about this one, because I think, because even just to say, really, I think the message in underlying this track is so relevant, and certainly in terms, I think Julian will get it in terms of what we've been like talking about. Why would we do this? What we love about all this, and anyway, I'll leave you. Maybe I'll leave you to say more about it.
Oh no, I want to hear what you think, because I hear what I think all the time. So.
Yeah, but I don't. But yeah, I said just that message about that, like how music delivers something that keeps us together, I think, and communicates. Something communal, something global, something.
Universal.
There's something, universal. I was going to say, there's something unique about, I was trying to figure out the way, there's something unique about music that is universal. And I know that feels like a weird thing to say, but you know what I mean? It's kind of special in the way that it can communicate to everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. It's sort of beyond language, in the way that kind of, I suppose maths is like that too, weirdly.
Yeah.
But in a very different way. Not in a sort of, you wouldn't necessarily sit and listen to maths. But
we could get into a whole other discussion about how music and maths are connected as well. But
there's that too. Yeah,
that might become very geeky.
Yeah, indeed.
But yeah, music is there would be fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So here we go.
Let's do it.
Excuse me. I'm just gonna
give you the screen again.
Guitar. Oh, thanks. Yeah. I'm gonna retune my guitar slightly for this one. But yes, feel free to give me the screen. I'll just be a bit boring for a second.
All right, guys, here we go. Daisy Shoot live on New Music Mondays on DiscovrTV. We're dedicating this show to you tonight, Daisy.
I'm so honoured. Thank you so much.
I'm loving it. I mean, who needs any other guests? Let's just have Daisy on tonight. I'm happy. It's all yours, Daisy. Take it away.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Wow. Cool. So, hey, back again. This is, Music is There, which actually I entered into a songwriting competition, which I ended up winning this year, which I'm very thrilled about. In fact, this keyboard that is in front of me is the prize. It's a Kawai electric keyboard, which sadly I'm not playing this on, but this is a song that I wrote for it, which, I didn't write for the competition, but I sort of saw an opportunity because the competition was for songs about connections, and this is kind of about how music connects us all, really. So, and how much we've really missed it this year. You know, missed live music and missed all the community around it, but we've still found it online. You know, you can't keep us away from it. So this is Music is There, and there's a music video as well if you'd like to see that, with all these different clips of live gigs over the years. Here we go. I should also just do a little shout out to the co-writer of this. This is written with somebody who I met through the live streams, actually, Ilse Swan. I don't think she's in the comments, but she often is. And this is one of her first ever songs she wrote. So we wrote this together about a year and a bit ago. Maybe just a year ago, I can't remember anymore. Time is funny at the moment. Here we go, Music is There.
Music is patient, music is kind, music, you're there through the toughest of times. When I'm feeling down, you make it alright. Music is honest, music is true. I know we all have our connections to you, some deep and endless, others brief and light. Whenever all else fails me, oh, music, you answer my prayer. Whenever I feel lonely, oh, I know that music is there. Oh, I know that music is there. You teach me to listen, you teach me to hear, you teach me to open up, live without fear. You teach me it's okay to not be okay. You bring me to tears, bring me to my feet, away too late for those that I meet. And when I am lost, you show me the way. Whenever all else fails me, oh, music, you answer my prayer. Whenever I feel lonely, oh, I know that music is there. Oh, I know that music is there. This is a note to the mystery of music, a note to my love. Thank you for all that you've done to help us through this, because whenever all else fails me, oh, music, you answer my prayer. Whenever I feel lonely, oh, I know that music is there. Oh, I know that music is there. Whenever all else fails me, oh, music, you answer my prayer. Whenever I feel lonely, oh, I know that music is there. Oh, I know that music is there.
Doing the crowds.
Sit in the crowd.
Thank you.
Love it. Brilliant. So, yeah, get it 100%. Beautiful. Absolutely
Yeah,
beautiful.
I thought that would appeal to you, Jules, as well.
Yeah.
So, and in terms of the sort of thing that we talk about regularly, is like, doesn't this connect? I mean, here we are talking from South
Yeah.
Africa to the UK,
Yeah.
And we've
That's it.
spoken to people from, who have we had? People from
We've had Vietnam, from Canada,
Berlin, Finland,
everywhere.
Amazing. So
engaged
cool.
in this thing, and yeah, music is universal and fantastic. Great message. Not your first competition win either. So,
No,
well done on that, but winning that.
Thank you.
But also, I'd encourage people to go and check out. I think it's on the top of your YouTube page. Actually, I think you've pinned it to the top. London's on Fire.
Oh yeah, it might still be on the top of the page. Yeah,
Think it's
London's on Fire is oh, thank you, David. Nice to see you. Thanks, Ben Drake, that collective. Thank you very much.
Ben, how are you doing, fella? Nice to have you with us.
Yeah, thank you. So London's on Fire. Yeah, it was another song of that. Yeah, it was. I entered to, and well, it was the Coffee Music Project, and they actually wanted us to write songs about London, so that was written especially for that one.
Yeah.
And it's funny how a song about London could then ended up taking me to America and all these other places, because then the prize for that was to go to America and to have a bit of money to pay for that and to pay for my band to come over. So went to America, did a few gigs over there, the Coffee Festival, and made a real trip of it, and went to Nashville as well. Because while you're in America, you may as well go to the home of songwriting. And yeah, I had an amazing time. That was a couple of years ago. I'm so glad I got so much traveling in before the lockdown started.
Yeah, it sort of timed pretty well. Because I think Coffee Music Project, I presume, was suspended. Because were you not judging last year? Was that the year you were judging?
I was judging one in LA actually. Yeah, so I did do one of the. It was kind of weird to be asked to judge it after
the previous winner.
We'd been on the other side of it, and to sort of. It's really difficult judging it. I have to say, it's especially if you're. If you're the people you're with that aren't necessarily in agreement with you, of course it's easy enough when you all agree, but when you disagree, it's like
no, listen to me.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's interesting culturally. It was a very different, because I think being part of an LA culture, I think is a different kind of thing to the British culture in terms of the kind of music, the trends, and the kind of things that you might look for. Yeah. And so that was quite interesting as an experience to sort of hear what other industry people were thinking about what we'd just seen, and that's quite an insight. It's quite interesting. Sadly they obviously had to postpone their in-person competitions, but they have been doing online competitions. There was one to write a song about the summer, and they've just done another one. They've just started another one writing a song about coffee, and these are international, so anyone can enter them from around the world.
Yeah. I've been encouraging people to get involved in these competitions and like I said, get involved, get online, because as you said, you were involved in that, and look where it took you, which is brilliant, fantastic, and that's an opportunity that's available for anyone. So.
Exactly, and also just a deadline for writing a song, which, let's be honest, all creatives need as a deadline.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
Yeah, like a deadline and a commission. It's a sort of write me a song about this and do it by this time. It's not a bad ability to be able to have, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, Daisy, thank you so much. It's been
an
absolute wonderful having you on the show tonight. We could dedicate the show straight to you.
I'm very
It's
honoured.
been absolutely amazing.
I knew it'd be fantastic, brilliant. Thank you for giving us so much of your time. I knew it'd be great to have you on.
Thank you
missed
for
seeing
promoting
you.
my music as well. It's always good to get music out there to new people. So thank you for helping us.
Absolutely.
As artists.
Well, I've missed seeing you as well. It was March 13th, 2020. Was the day of kind of, are we doing this lockdown thing then? That was the last time I saw you. I know I've mentioned it before 13th. Because it was a great night with you.
That's right, because that was
Harry Payne and Ed Tattersall.
That's right. That was at the. In fact, I still have the sticker from that night on my iPad.
Yeah, from the Calm. Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that.
There you go. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, Calm, campaign against living
miserably. Yeah. Another great charity as well. But yeah, that's last time I saw you. So great to see you.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. I literally haven't spoken since then, which is apart from messages, but so it's great to see.
And thank you for keeping going, because you, like I said, kept many people going. I think in terms of like all the live streams that you've done, all the music that you've created, all the connections that you've made. It's an incredible thing that you just as what I'm going to big you up here. As an amazing musical talent, but also as someone who generates a huge community around music as well. It's just incredible what you guys have done. You, Kerry, and the rest of the Heard Collective as well. So I just want to say,
Remember, you
apart
can
from
find
anything
them.
else, just a huge thing for that as well.
Thank you.
Facebook.com/Herd Collective. Go and
Look
look
at that. Yeah, they're getting the plugs in. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
and go and get the single. Go and
And crucially, go and get some.
Crucially,
Yeah,
go and
Bandcamp
support.
or Spotify.
Go to
whatever is
Bandcamp,
fine.
Spotify, everywhere. Just support.
Thank you.
Vitally important. Artists need support. That's what's most important.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Daisy.
And Ilsa's here. Look, she's just arrived.
She is. You got a shout out earlier, Ilsa. No worries. You watch it back. You can see your shout out.
You can go watch it back and you'll see your shout out and hear the song.
Yes, indeed.
Great.
Thank you,
very
Daisy.
much.
See you later.
Thanks so
Take
much.
care.
Great seeing you.
Come
We'll chat
back
soon.
again when you've got more
Oh,
stuff.
absolutely.
Yes,
Come
please.
back
Come back
again.
and play for us.
Thank you. Thanks.
Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.
Wow.
Terrific.
Wow.
Love that.
That was stunning. Couldn't have I'm so glad tonight worked out the way it did.
Yeah.
Didn't want any other guests after that. That was brilliant. What more do you need? I can just literally go home. I can go to bed now. I'm done. I'm a happy man.
Yeah. I mean,
My musical
Daisy's an
musical
amazing
thing has
talent.
been
Fantastic.
what's that word? You know, like that little musical bud has just been.
I don't know. Tweet.
I don't know. It's just been like kind of like my musical little for tonight has just been perfectly
Yes.
Satisfied.
Satiated.
satisfied. Yes,
Yeah.
I think that's the word.
There you
My
go.
musical bug for the evening is satisfied.
Yeah.
It was quite nice because I was listening to, I'm a big fan of War and Drugs.
Yes.
And they got a brand new single out.
Yes.
And I was listening to that prior to the show. And it's got it's not similar kind of vibe, but it's kind of folkish in its own way because he's got that very Dylan-esque kind of folk sound to his voice and stuff like that. And it's been a beautiful evening of the right kind of music, I suppose is the way to put it, if I could any other way, which I was quite chuffed about. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that, to say the least. And I'm going to play out with something because of that.
Good. Good.
Why? Because I can.
Yeah. Big thanks to Daisy for I know kind of invited her on to play a song, and then we've just held her to ransom for the rest of the show as well. So thank you for giving me so much
because
time.
it just
But it's
works,
it's just great. It's that like everything that was in that song as well. Music is there is all about that sort of connection and connectivity, and and just my first time I met Daisy. I'll tell you the story just whilst you're doing your stuff. I was not very well. I'd shown up to a show. She was doing a supporting one of the other guys we've had on the show, Elliot Porter, who was doing his album launch, and Daisy was part of the support for the show. And I turned up. I had food poisoning. I came to the show, and I just got worse and worse and worse as we were going on. And I think I'd been chatting to Daisy online about being excited about meeting for the first time at this show. And bless her, she came out and found me as I was sitting, feeling extremely unwell at the front of the venue. And she came and chatted to me for about 30 minutes, which basically kept me sane as well. So she's not just a great artist, she's a wonderful human being. So there you go.
Nice. I'm just trying to see if I can make this happen.
I was so ill that night. Also, just want to say thank you to Tan Thomas for actually getting me home that night as well. So. Dan was like, he said, "You're not getting a train, are you?" So I'm taking you home. So, music community, you see, what a bunch of wonderful people.
That's it.
What a bunch of wonderful people.
I thought let's end off in that kind of the very much same vein that we've been going on tonight because of this folk sound and the kind of coolness of that we've had of tonight. And I did mention this young lady beforehand, Shotgun Tory, that I said that Daisy should check out. And I think maybe you'll get why I kind of feel. Now, this is a cover that actually Shotgun did. It's not an original, so you can go and check out her original songs. They are amazing. But actually, I asked her to play this on Sunday, and she couldn't remember it because it's been a while since she's played it. But it's just, I remember the first time I heard her play this, and I sat there in awe, kind of as I've done tonight listening to Daisy. So I thought, that's a good way to finish the show tonight because, I mean, we'll get to our top 6 next week as we kick off our new season.
That's a new thing. That's for next week.
Yeah, that's for next week.
What a great way to finish off season 1.
Yes. Yeah, we call it season 1. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on New Music Mondays. It's been an absolute pleasure having everybody on. Well, everybody, that's the 3 of us. Myself, Martin and Daisy. Thank you so much, Daisy. It was an absolute honor having you on the show. And it was like really, really, really cool. And I was very pleasantly blown away in every possible way. And I love it when things like that happen to me because I hadn't heard Daisy before tonight at all. Never knew she even existed.
Yep.
I might have seen her on one of the DiscovrTV from those early years. Or the balconies, but it's been a while since that. I think, we look at pre-COVID as an entire lifetime ago. I don't remember much.
A lot of water under the bridge since then.
Yeah, don't remember much. Yeah, so anyway.
Well, you
we're gonna play out
legitimately
with
can't
this.
remember much since then.
No, I
lost your mind
genuinely
since
can't
you had COVID.
Yeah, we're going to play out with Shotgun Tory. This was a piece that she did for us. Let's see if you recognize it. She did it for us on PockitTV. This is Shotgun Tory on PockitTV, here on New Music Mondays. This was started about a year and a half ago, if I'm not mistaken. Hope you enjoy. Here we go. See if you remember this one. Let's see if it plays now. Come on. Come on. Where are you? Is it coming? Yes, it says it's coming. Come on, internet. Play nice for me. What's it doing now? Martin, it doesn't want to play nice for me.
I know, it was going so well.
It's going so well. Let me try and refresh one more time. And it's a Facebook thing, so I think maybe that's why. Let's try. There we go. Here we go. No, Facebook is not going to play game for us.
It's funny, it's getting that far, isn't it?
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, how frustrating.
How frustrating. Okay, well, there's another track I've got of hers.
I've
got another track of hers that I'll play off YouTube. So let's just do that because there's another song that we did do, and YouTube generally tends to not give us hassles. So there we go. Game Changer, which was done for DiscovrTV back in the day. Let's see if you enjoy this. Am I just not having... There we go. Is it playing on your side, Mod? No.
Yeah.
Why is everything buffering tonight? Maybe I should send you the link.
See? This is why we had Daisy playing live, because the videos just didn't want to play. We didn't know that was what was going to happen, but this is what was going to happen.
This is bizarre.
I could try and play it from my end.
Should I send you the link on?
Send me the link and we'll see if we can run it from this end.
Bear
Bear with us, everyone.
Sorry, guys, there's obviously a YouTube issue going on
New
tonight.
Music Mondays and just a normal.
Oh wait, here we go. Here we go.
Now it's happening.
There we go. Shotgun Tory.
You say you didn't want a line in a song of mine, but you're
See you next week, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
and there's nowhere else to say this but here.
Okay, Facebook is just and YouTube. Martin, I'm sending you the link. I'm going to send you the link. It's just not playing game for us. Maybe it'll work on your side. Maybe there's an issue with the interwebs in general on our side in South Africa with YouTube. I mean, I'm on a 1 gig fiber line. This should work.
This could seem kind of passive aggressive.
So I've sent Martin the link. Let's see if Martin can get it up because I'm not having any link. Just go past the interview in the beginning, Martin, to where she starts. Everything was so perfect tonight, and then the internet had to mess us up. Which is weird because the show's been perfect. We've had no issues there. It's just the internet giving us hassles. Let's see if Martin's got it. Ding, ding. Wow, I've never had YouTube issues like this before. Maybe my son's hosting a game. You're muted, Martin, by the way.
Find it. I was just going to say, I said, where does it start? And I should know, because the DiscovrTV was so solid that they're all about a minute in is where they start. They were so tight.
It starts at exactly, you can go at 46 seconds.
I was going to say, we were so tight on the format.
Yeah, it's roughly 40 seconds.
All the introductions were about 45 seconds to a minute long.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Right, I need to get this on screen. Let's do that. Right, share screen. I'm coming, guys. Bear with me. It's coming.
Thanks to everybody for being so patient and still sticking around and watching with us. Yeah.
Love you.
Daisy's waiting to check it out.
No, I need to. Is it sharing the audio? That's the question. I didn't even get that option. Why is it not giving me the option to share the audio?
We're not winning tonight.
You know what I'm like. I
Your
don't
hands and
Hey? No, you're putting mine up.
Oh, did I? Hold on.
I'm the one who's buffering, remember? Move me, add you. There you go. Did you put audio on?
I don't think I got the option.
Unshare and share again.
Oh, the technicalities. Right.
All the technicalities we could have, and this doesn't work.
Screen. There it is. I missed the click. There we go.
Missed the click. Let's try it one more time, everybody.
We're coming, guys. We're coming. Do that one. That one.
Daisy's telling you got to press that share audio button, Martin.
All right, thank you.
Okay, let's do this. Here we go. Shotgun Tory with Game Changer. Thanks again to Daisy Shoot. We'll see you guys next week.
you say you didn't want to lie in a song of mine, but you're acting like an asshole. And there's nowhere else to say this but here. This could seem kind of passive aggressive, so I'll be clear. I spent the night in your bed with no lights overhead and your hands under the covers. Not starry-eyed, but warm enough to dream. Now I don't know the game and I don't understand your extremes. Last night was a game changer. I woke to the face of a stranger. I would have thought twice if I knew that that was your nature. Let's get this straight. No, I don't want a date, but I'd like a little courtesy. You're busy, you know, and you got other things on your mind. The least I would like is a chance to decline. Last night was a game changer. I woke to the face of a stranger. I would have thought twice if I knew that that was your nature. I know you're not mean, you're just clumsy. I know you don't mean to be quite so badly behaved. Yes, I don't think you know that you're being. Last night was a game changer. I woke to the face of a stranger. I would have thought twice if I knew that was your nature. Last night was a game changer. I walked to the face of a stranger. I would have thought twice if I knew that that was your nature. Thank you. So